case you didn't know, we live in a time where if there's something you enjoy or that you're spending money on, even if it's something you feel guilty about, you can make money with that. You can monetize a YouTube channel or a podcast and then create digital products. As time goes on, you find even more money than you would just monetizing a YouTube channel. I'll use a good G-rated example. Let's say you're addicted to Netflix or Hulu, or you like to find new shows to watch. No matter what's going on, it's like, oh, well, there's a new show I want to watch. Somebody just told you about. But there's something you need to be working on. Why don't you just do a YouTube podcast, or just a podcast, or heck, start with TikTok channel about what you're watching and what your opinions are about that show. Now, before you go showing clips of it on YouTube, there are rules you got to follow. I would suggest you Google that. You don't want to infringe on copyright, but it's pretty easy to get around that. No matter what your hobby is, even if it's something you're ashamed of, your past, whatever it is, like, you are your own niche. You are here for a reason, and don't let anyone make you feel bad. A few years ago, I had to deal with someone that has no idea what accountants actually do, but, tells me, well, you went to school for this, you should be able to do taxes. Tax is a 3-credit course. There are tax experts, which I am not. That whole way of thinking, that whole, you went to school for this, you need to do it. It goes back to John D Rockefeller, the General Education Board established in 1903, 1904, where a bunch of rich a-holes decided what we were going to learn in a public school curriculum, and it's carried forward till today. That's why rich kids, they have a lot more opportunities than people who didn't grow up rich like me. I grew up in poverty. I've worked for everything I've ever had. People who grow up affluent learn to do what they love. They don't learn to just go work for someone and, be miserable. It's just ingrained in so many of us that you just go to school, you get trained, you change class when the bell rings, you do what the man tells you to do. You can be your own boss. You can be your own employer. Just don't listen to people who tell you that it's wrong to enjoy what you're doing, that it's wrong to make money from something you already enjoy. There's nothing wrong with that. There are people already doing it. And yeah, maybe it's something your own parents couldn't have done before the internet. It goes back to we feel guilty because there are so many people that we know who should have, could have, would have done this, like my own parents. We're not them. We live now. We live today in an age where you can watch Netflix and do a YouTube channel about it. That's just how it is. Those are just facts. And if anyone tries to tell you not to do it, they don't know what they're talking about. More later.